Hi girls, welcome to this meeting. How you doing?
Hi,
Hi,
Valentina.
Valentina.
How about you?
Valentina.
All right. Well, we're going to discuss about the candidates we interviewed for the profile we got last week from the company GMCXY. Remember that we are looking for an assistant of a company located in Sydney which sells television and radio programs. The candidate we will work with Chris Morton and Jodie Walker. They are in television and radio, respectively, and they have now two secretaries. They're looking for another assistant. Okay, I will remember you this the profile we're looking for, the characteristics that Chris and Jody gave us last week, and then you will expose what you thought with your own candidates, and then we will make like an agreement of who is the best to send them the profile. Okay,
Perfect.
so remember we're looking for someone who is a lively and sociable person, someone who's able to get down with men and women. Also, we're looking for a mature person, someone who's open-minded and not oversensitive, especially for the field they're working. We need someone who's pretty self-confident and having a strong personality. Also, the demanding work they will have in this position, we need someone who is hardworking, who is able to work under pressure, someone flexible and with a good sense of humor. Uh, an important characteristic here is someone who is very smartly dressed. Remember, we're working with television and radio. And finally, they mentioned that we are not taking into account their gender or their nationality. Okay, so please let's start with the candidate from Angie. You had Elaine. Tell us about her.
Yes, I interview Elaine, and she's Australian. She's 22 years old, and she comes from a large family, two brothers and three sisters. And she has a cheerful personality and speak loudly. And she is very sure of herself. Her three best qualities are stronger, energetic, cooperative with to do any ask, and even if it's boring. And her worst quality is strong-willed and don't like to be criticized. And her ideal boss is someone who gives clear instructions, and she says we should choose her because she is popular anywhere, and she is hardworking and fair-minded and trustworthy. In my opinion, she's a very good candidate and has her qualities are adequate for these positions.
All right, thank you, Angie. Now, I'm thinking about her overconfidence. This wouldn't be a problem for the position we're looking.
And what I could notice in the interview is that her self-confidence does not exceed the limits, and she's sure of the wordlet, knowledge and skills, and that it's good. I think that this will not affect her performance at all.
Okay, good. Thank you. Now, here we go with Danielle, the Italian candidate.
Okay, I speak with Daniela. Daniela is Italian. She is 30 years old, and I think it's a good option because she is confident, she has a good sense of humor, is responsible, open-minded, and flexible. Um, the worst quality is that sometimes she can be moody, but she doesn't need a boss or a person to tell her what to do all the time. She can work independently and under pressure. She dressed casually, And finally, she speaks English with a strong Italian accent.
Okay, I can see in the summary you wrote about the interview that she don't like to be or to have a boss around her telling what to do, but we're in a demanding field where some things need to be done as soon as possible. So how can she manage that?
I think that is not problem. That she understands that this work requires specific activities and can work independently. Can be an advantage in under pressure situations.
All right. And also in the notes, you wrote that she dressed casually, and we know that in the position, we're looking clearly for a person who dresses smartly, who dress properly for the job they are applying to. Well, I think that they will affect their candidature.
Also is not problem. She's flexible and so she can adapt her dress to a more informal to a more formal style for this job.
All right. Thank you so much, Andrea. Now we go with Rashid, our Indian candidate, Valentina.
Okay. The person I interview is called Rashid. He's 25 years old. He's from India. He's a calm person. Speak in a soft voice with an Indian accent. He is serious all the time during the interview. Has a strong opinion about everything, like discussions, economics, and politics. Okay, and the three best qualities is reliable, hard work, and knowledgeable. The worst quality is very impatient if people don't do their job properly. The ideal boss, someone who praises you whenever you do good work. Choose him the best for the company of the old times. No smoked, no vegetarian, and doesn't drink alcohol. The interest is art, philosophy, and current affairs. Dresses unfashionably in a dull gray suit.
Okay, Valentina, I have two questions too for your candidate. The first one is also regarding their dress. You mentioned that he dressed unfashionably, that in television this cannot be allowed. So how could he manage that?
No, he can improve.
Okay. And regarding the attitude and that he's impatient when people doesn't do like their job properly. Well, we know that radio and television are pretty demanding and change every time. So this can be a difficult. Don't you think that?
When he commits, he changes the aspects.
Okay. Okay, all right. Thank you. And now finally we got with Mishu and Natalia who interviewed him. Tell us, Nata.
Yeah, well, I had the opportunity to interview Michu. He's only 20 years old. I think he's a really good option to this job. He's very kind and very polite. He likes to talk about politics. He has a really good accent, but I think you can speak fluency with him. He's from Japan, but nowadays he lives in Australia. Well, he's very, very sociable, and sometimes he gets upset when people it's not polite with him, but I think it's normal as us. Like, if somebody it's not polite with you, you're gonna maybe get upset with that person. So I think it's normal.
Okay. Well, I see that he's the youngest candidate we have here. You think that the age will be like a barrier for him applying to the position?
Well, I don't think that it's gonna be a problem. I think the age it's not like the important thing. I think maybe he's very smart, so I think he can learn very fast.
All right. And he won't have any problem about receiving critics, sorry, for his nationality or the way he look.
Well, not to be honest, in Australia you see like many Asian people, and well, they are maybe um, that it's normal to see Japanese people, and well, he lives in Australia for 6 years, so I think that it's that the accent is not gonna be a problem.
All right. Good. Now, girls, we have heard all of the candidates. Now we're going to discuss about what you think about the other candidates, not the one you interviewed, but the others. So, well, first, you think that we should hire Rashid? Yes,
Um,
no?
that it's the Indian guy.
Yeah.
Mm, well, I think it's a good option, but maybe the way um, he wear or the clothes that he wear, it's not a good option for this job.
Okay. Anyone has another opinion of Rashid? You think it's a yes or no?
I think Eliane is the best.
Okay. Why do you think that? Anyone voting for Elian?
Valentina, I think that my candidate, Eliane, is the best option.
Okay.
I agree with Valentina that we would not have any transfer problems because it's in the Australia.
Okay. Good. Well, I also thinking of Elian. She seems like the person who meets most of the requirements that they sent us. I'm just worried about her overconfidence and the way she could work with that. But I think that she has the age and the experience, and also she lives in Australia, so this wouldn't be a problem. What do you think, Natalia? We have an agreement of on Elaine?
Well, I think we have two options, the Japanese guy and the Australian girl. But I think we can give the opportunity to another person that it's not from Australia, that it's in Australia, but it's not from Australia. You know what I mean? Like, give the
Yeah.
opportunity to another person.
Okay, so you put on the table to Mishu, right?
Yes.
Okay, I think that we can send both candidates to them. We have like most of the people voting here for Elian, but Mishu is also a good option. We will send them to Chris and Jordi, and we will see what they do. So thank you, girls, for meeting me, and I'll tell you what all the results from them. Okay? Have a
Perfect.
nice
Thank you.
Okay, bye
Yeah.
afternoon.
bye.
Thank you,
Nice
Valentina.
day.
Okay, thank
Have a
you.
good day.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, girls.